Hey guys.
I'm Eric.
I'm Tina.
Welcome back to Rainy Ridge.
So, we're going to do something today. We're going to do an unboxing.
A vintage tool unboxing.
It's not like your average unboxing. Most of the boxes
Gone.
rotted away. Stick around and see what we got.
So, we got us in this old rundown looking box a brand new 25 to 30 year old drum sander. Made right here in Pineville, Missouri, here in Southwest Missouri. Made by Ross Industries. Didn't even know these was even made here. We was talking to the gentleman where we got it from. Guy made these, ate several of them and sold them, and so not sure what he said. He thinks there's instructions in these.
Got
Not
two
sure.
boxes here. There's another box
Yeah,
over there.
this one here has got the motor in it. And
Hopefully there's directions in it.
well, I don't think there'll be directions for the motor in this. So we need to get this thing pulled out of the box and turned around and see what all we got inside the box, because like I said, not sure if we got instructions or not.
Probably easier to just take the box away from it.
Yeah. Okay, I'm thinking the best way, because we can't get a hold of it here, but we can get a hold of it here. So spin the box, and if we can pick up on it and then maybe push the box that way with her feet. I don't know yet. There, I got it.
Oh, the box is still heavy. I'm not sure. There's that flap.
Do.
Okay, now sit down.
Okay, so, golly.
Trash bag. We got a box of nuts and bolts.
Legs.
Like I said, this is a vintage unboxing. These have been stored away in a storage locker for 25 to 30 years. Look what we got.
Woohoo!
Let's hope it's instructions.
Super Standard Owner's Manual.
Look, old dot matrix printer.
Oh, wow.
We were wrong. 31 years.
Ooh.
1994.
I was still in high school.
Might put that up. That's kind of cool. I'm kind of thinking everything else. It's just packing.
That's not packing.
That's not, no.
Yeah,
I kind of
there's
wonder
some-
though too, is this our McDonald County paper?
There's a plate down there, dear.
Well, we have funny papers.
Feed Store and More, Anderson, Missouri. Yep, September of '94 is when this thing was packaged, looking at the newspaper. So,
Does this mean we're getting old when we're more excited about the newspapers?
it's kind of cool though. All right, let's quit worrying about the newspaper and
Sorry, it was interesting.
oh, this will go on the burn pile here.
What if I want to read the newspapers?
Better do it quickly before we burn it.
He's no fun.
All right, so we need to figure out what all we have. We do have an owner's manual. General design of the machine. Adjusting the table. Belt tracking. Special procedures. Sanding jig. Abrasive installation instructions. Machine limitations. But no assembly instructions.
Oh boy.
Nope.
Well, in true Rainy Ridge fashion,
We're just gonna wing it.
we're gonna wing it.
All right. So we got square plate. We'll figure out where that goes. I'm sure, and I've got two of these, which I am sure will be in feed and out feed beds. One of them's got a hole with deals for a plate, so I'm assuming this little plate goes over that. So and I don't know what's in feed and what's out feed, but I got two of these. One of these got a big hole in it, and this little plate here. We'll figure out what's what. We've got 4 legs. Not sure what this is. So instead of showing you guys us putting this together, I'm just going to unpackage some things, show you what's in the box, what came with it. Because considering the fact that the place is no longer in business, I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of needing instruction on putting these things together. So we'll kind of show what we have here, and then we'll cut and show you guys the finished product. Got some rails for something. Hey, packing bubbles still have pop to them. Definitely going to be doing a lot of figuring out on what goes where. Just considering the fact that, yeah, there's no assembly instructions. The guy said it usually takes about 30-45 minutes to put these together, which he's put together several of them that they had left over. I think the only ones that are buying them pretty much are locals. Okay. On and off switch. And it's got a couple outlets on the back. Nice heavy cord. Couple more legs. And this looks like an adjustment handle here. Oops. I should probably just get my knife out. Crank handle. But the weird thing is the wooden handle just sits on there. I guess you drill and tap that, put a little screw in there, or a little bolt. Okay, so we'll cut there, and Tina and I is going to fiddle our way through this thing, and we'll be back. Alright, so I wound up having to take everything out of the bag because all these little bits and parts was just put in the bag together. So I went through, poured everything out, sorted. I finally did find assembly instructions. That's it, one page. No pictures. This is
No pictures.
definitely for somebody who has a little bit of mechanical know-how. So anyway, I got all my bits and bobs here all done up, so we'll be back.
Making a few modifications since, what did we say, 31 years old and nowhere to get instructions or parts or anything like that. So you do what you do.
Yay, it fits. Alrighty. This one. Alrighty. Start dropping bolts in and get her tightened up. You know, you can spin around and finish hooking the rest of it up.
Woohoo!
Okay, so got the motor mounted. Had to do some fabricating here on the back end of this brace because this motor apparently was bigger than what they originally had. I have no idea. Also had to make a few trips to the hardware store. They said that there's supposed to be rubber vibration washers, something to go up in between the motor and the bottom of the base. They didn't have any, so I went and picked up some small washers at Lowe's. Also put some nylon washers in there, but then bolts was really long, so I had a whole bunch of washers underneath here. I'm going to have to be careful when we lower the bed so this mat don't get up into these, but I don't intend to run anything that thick through here anyway, so I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, we're ready to get this thing flipped over and finish figuring out where the rest of these bits and pieces and everything go. So I got that up. Pulley's working. So we'll be back. See what happens. So somehow carefully we want to just
Flip it.
So I don't know where the best place to get a hold of this thing would be.
Should have moved the trash can first, huh?
This thing's on my foot. Okay. Oh my goodness. So that, which that'll have to be tightened down. That's why I didn't worry about attaching that. This is in there like so. So I have to hang it down. So we've got outfeed and empty tables. They gotta get attached. And then there's a cylinder. This goes over. I have no idea what that goes over.
A picture of the finished product would be great, wouldn't it?
Yep. I'll figure out a lot of pictures. Alright, so I also got to figure out where, which just will have to go. So got 2 screws there. That's not gonna work. Maybe this is gonna be front, so this is gonna have to go. Maybe, it goes down there. Down low. Does that make sense? Let's get the measurements on it. Still don't understand the code. So measure on that one. Assuming this one's the back. So how does it attach? Maybe. What's that one? Go for it. Yeah, this one's the thickest. Nope. That's almost not too. I'm really confused. Makes no sense. They're not in feed and outfeed tables. They go like that. And that. Like that. And then this plate covers that. Okay. So there's no in-feed or out-feed table. Still not sure where this goes though. Am I going in front? I don't know. So and then okay, so that's why there's measurements there. That's the height for the table. This mounts here like so. So there's that. Still I'm not sure about this though. I guess this is just an extra piece.
Spare parts.
Spare part. Not gonna go there. Now the fish cords out. One. All right, so we've got it put together. We got a few little pieces left over here.
He went and bought a few extra little
I had to
pieces.
go buy a few extra little pieces, some washers, and then I got this doohickey here that still no clue where it goes.
Like I said, spare parts.
Yep. So I got to tighten this adjustment handle down. And I think we're ready to plug it in and turn it on, and
Pray for the best.
yeah, hope it don't blow up on us. Alright, so we got this thing together. I went through, got everything figured out. I had to put some WD-40 on the gears and the chain for the adjustment. Does go up and down. Have not turned it on yet, so
Be the maiden voyage.
let's turn it on.
It works.
It works.
And we have movement.
Yep. Let's put the cover back on the motor. Let's put a piece of wood through it.
Finishing up watching MT Homestead and their premiere. Derek's telling me get back to work. He's just about got it done.
Okay, so we do have one extra part. Well, it actually wasn't an extra part. It's the part that fell off. It's the pointer for the measurement. Apparently it don't bolt on. It just glued on, so I'm going to have to reattach that later. So right now, it's just winging it. So I had to do some more lubrication and stuff on the motor and the chain drive for the belt to go through.
There we go.
Now let's try it.
That sawdust go.
That is too high. Well, still needs some tweaking, but for a brand new 35-year-old tool,
31-year-old.
31-year-old
Yeah.
tool,
It's almost as old as I am.
yeah, we'll go with that. So anyway, we're gonna do a little bit more tweaking and stuff, and we're gonna get this thing to work. So thanks for watching. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye now.